Hello everyone, welcome to Laratips. In today's video, we'll be fixing a very small bug that was bothering me for a while. If I just show you that bug, let me just click over here in the filters and let me just search for over this HIC. Then it is searching this. But let's say if I refresh the page, then that filter is hidden. But we have this field over here. What I want to do is, if there is something written over here or something is selected, then I want this to be opened even if we refresh the page. And before starting this video, I'd like you to introduce to this whole series sponsor, which is Cloudways. Cloudways is a managed cloud hosting platform which focuses on your business and avoid all the web hosting hassles. Cloudways will take care of the server setup for you, and you can go live in minutes using the Cloudways. You can select any one of these applications like WordPress, Laravel, PHP, etc. and you can host those in any one of these servers like DigitalOcean, AWS, Vultr, Google Cloud or Linode. And also you can scale your server size as you need using the simple and easy user interface. You can use the link below to subscribe to Cloudways, and if you do so, you will get $15 as a credit, and you can use that $15 to set up a base server, and it will last you almost a month, which means that you are getting 1 month free. Now let's fix this. Let me go over here in this index, and we are getting all these things from the filters.js. You can see here use filters.js, and we have these filters over here. All the properties, keys and values will be present on these filters. So from here, let us identify whether this filters is filled or not and then return it from here. So let me just write here like this: const is filled equals to computed, and from here we'll return whether it is filled or not. Since this filter is an object, so let us get all the values of this object first. Return object dot values, and then here I'll say filters dot value since it is a ref, and then there is this sum method in the JavaScript. Let me just do here v like this. If this value has empty string or null or undefined, includes b, which means that this value is empty. If any one of these values is empty, then it will return true, but we'll say here not if it doesn't have these values. If it just finds any one value without these values, then it will return true. Now I'll just copy this and I'll return it from here. Now let me go to category index view, and let me go here at the top, and here in the users filters, let me just go here at the bottom little bit. We have this is filled. We can just get it from here. Now let me go over here in the add new, and let us add a show property, and let's say is filled. If it is filled, then we want it to be visible by default. Then let me go over here inside this add new, and let me define a prop over here. Let's say props equals to define props, and it will be show, which will be boolean, and by default it will be false. And now here in the show filters, let us just say props.show. If it has null value or undefined, then we'll just by default it will be false like this. Now let me just go over here and refresh the page. Then it is opened by default, but let me just remove this and again refresh the page, then it is hidden by default. And here again let me show you that over here in the use filters, and here I am just using these three values because for 0, false, like those values, we want this to be visible. Because if we look here, then here we have yes or no. In case of the no, it has a 0, because if you look here, it has a 0 value, and if I refresh over here, then it is still open.